we start getting approval from that. People think, this is so cool, you're so successful, you're such a cool guy now. And attachment also to our spending behavior. We get more approval. We are prideful, we have this certain self-image. Okay, I'm the person, how good of a saver am I really? How much am I really saving? Or am I maybe... Hello, welcome guys to Colombia. I assume that if you're watching this video, you're probably into making money, working on your finance, etc. And today I want to talk about how we can get trapped in the cycle of spending, especially when we start making money and we start making good money. This is something that I heard years ago, when I was in school and I had zero money. And I remember this today, so I wanted to share it here on this channel for you. So he was talking about that at some point, let's say you make money, you make like not only 10K, like 20K, 30K, whatever a month, and you're self-employed, so you, okay, let's say, fuck it, I get a Lambo. And theoretically, okay, I don't know exactly how much a Lambo is, but maybe 1,000, 2,000 a month. If you make 30,000 with your business every month, okay, should be no problem, right? Yes, there is a problem. The 2,000 a month for the Lambo is not the expensive thing. The expensive thing when you have a Lambo is the insurance you need for the Lambo, the new tires you need for the Lambo, finding the right shop or the right garage for your Lambo, because not everybody's able to repair the Lambo. And the other expensive thing is that you don't think about the expensive couch, the expensive sofa that is in your penthouse that you need by now because you're a Lambo owner. And that when you go to a restaurant, the expectations of all your friends that you are the rich person now, you are the one who should invite them. This is the true thing, that is the expensive thing about the Lambo, because now it's not only 2,000 fixed costs, it's like, okay, the penthouse, another 2,000 to 3,000, the insurance, the garage, the shop, whatever. And now it's like 10,000, 15,000 fixed costs that you have each and every month because of that. And everybody who's in business and who's a bit more successful in business, who has a good cash flow, knows, okay, 30,000 a month, okay, this is good. This is not constant. Business is never constant. We're always like fluctuating a bit with the income. And this is why it's so dangerous and why you should be aware of this trap. Okay, and here comes the trap, because we're living in a kind of superficial society, I would say, where people like very value luxurious goods. And if people like have a Lambo, have like cool clothes or muscles or whatever, we start getting approval from that, because people think, this is so cool, you're so successful, you're such a cool guy now. Because you have a car, you'll be able to buy a car. But the thing that is so dangerous about this is that we start developing an attachment to this approval. And we also, by that, we start developing an attachment also to our spending behavior. Why? Because now, all of a sudden, spending equals approval. And we as humans, we love approval, so we want to spend more so we crave the approval, we get more approval. Because it's also, if we go a bit deeper, like a trick by the ego, which catapults us into the state of pride. Pride is basically having like a certain picture of yourself, who you are and what you stand for, and that only your way is possible. In this example, it's like we are prideful, we have this certain self-image. Okay, I'm the person who has lots of money, who can afford spending all of this. I'm the luxurious person, I'm the person who's very generous. And this is dangerous because this attitude that we get from the ego and through the attachment to the approval, what is this saying? It's communicating all of our value comes from spending money, And again, it's not the Lambo that is so expensive, but all the other thing that needs to fit to the Lambo. So the solution for this here is, of course, at first don't come into this downward spiral, but how do you do this? So my mentor advised me to do what is called a liquidity planning. Businesses do this all the time, so business people know this, but at least good business people, that you should do this with your business. And we should also do it in the private areas. So what is that? We basically write down every month, like what are our fixed outflows, so the money that flows out. Anyways, that we know already, we have some certain software, we have like maybe staff, if we're self-employed, and then we have to pay each and every month, maybe an office. These are fixed costs that are outflow every month. And then we also have like more variable or like changing costs that we of course also have, for example. And we maybe go to holiday, or you have to book a flight because we have to do a business trip. All of those are other expenses, but we also want to add this into the liquidity planning for the business. And then we can see each and every month, okay, what was coming in from which sources and what is flowing out monthly, like fixed. In addition to that, what is also flowing out. Then we see are we in plus or are we in minus. And when we are saving, for example, I would say I'm a good saver. I don't save or I spend money on meaningless things. But without this liquidity planning, like we have our numbers tracked. We don't even know how good of a saver am I really. How much am I really saving? Or am I maybe a bit too wasteful here and there? This is the second step. You do the same with your private income and money. Because as a business owner, of course, you pay yourself some percentage or some income also. And you also want to plan this money. Okay, how much is coming in? How much is flowing out? Should I be a bit more careful with my money? Shouldn't I spend too much on bottles in the club? For maybe some people here. I don't know if you're like this. maybe you should think about that. Or maybe am I spending too much for my clothes? By the way, you write down for what you're spending this for food, clothes, whatever, holiday, car, Lamborghinis, your penthouse. You write all of this down, so you have your numbers and you know, okay, where's the money flowing out. And then the key, the thing that is important is to have clear budgets for everything. Okay, I know, okay, this month I will not spend more than X amount for food. I will not spend more than X amount for clothes or whatever. And if you have like budgets, and I would advise you to give yourself smaller budgets, and you say, okay, I don't have more money left, maybe I shouldn't go out to buy new clothes. Do I really need the clothes? You start thinking, hey, do I really need this? And most of the time the answer is no, I don't need that. Because in sales, when the buying decisions happens, it's not only what you don't only buy what you need, we also, a lot of the time, buy what we want. So yeah, keep that in mind. And another little thing that you can do then is, if you look at the savings that you have, ideally you have like, you know, your fixed costs now, okay, this is flowing out every month, and you do a forecast for the next month, okay, what is flowing out in the next couple of months, and ideally you have as much savings so you could survive the next 12 months without earning one single cent or penny or yen or whatever. Then you're like pretty fucking relaxed as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, as a salesperson, because you know, okay, I don't need to close the deal right now, I'm not under pressure, because I can survive for the next 12 months. The third benefit is that you are only now able to make like good decisions because you know your numbers. You're able to make good investment decisions. Let's say, okay, now you know, okay, there's right now no money coming in. I have enough money for the next 3 months. So, okay, maybe I shouldn't do that holiday. Okay, maybe I couldn't do the investment right now. Maybe it wouldn't be smart to do that because then I would come under pressure. Maybe I couldn't pay my bills then. It's not good. But also on the other hand, you know, okay, you see, okay, I have enough savings for the next maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months, whatever. But then you see, okay, I made the forecast. I know what is flowing out in the next couple of months. I have that amount of money. I can go to holiday now, or maybe I can not go to the holiday now. I shouldn't book the flight, and I can use that money for going to the crypto market. I have enough money to do that, and I'm also able to lose that money because I made the forecast and because I have my numbers. I know my numbers. All right, this was like a combination of the learning that I had years ago and what I learned from my mentor, like in combination, because I really think it's super important and it can be a super dangerous trap. I hope you do not invest into a Lambo too early. Have your numbers like in check, track your numbers, and get rich comfortably instead of, I don't know, losing everything before you made it. Was a bad intro. I think it was the worst outro I ever made. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe we'll see each other next one.